Atlas, the alien or cosmic, I should say, object that's in our solar system heading our general way. It's supposed to pass between Earth and Mars at one point in late November, early December. So, not very long. Um, a few months, or about a month, maybe a month and a week, so 40 days. And so, what it is, for those that are not aware, is, and I wish I remember all the details, but it's a roughly 11-mile long object that for the longest time NASA and those that observe space and such through their telescopes and observatories said it was a comet, a natural formed object that is going through, that's made its way to our solar system, or the Milky Way. Now, forgive me if I throw terms out there once in a while that is not 100% accurate. I do my best to remember things, but it is what it is, right? So, as this object's been getting closer, it's been doing peculiar things that is very unnatural for it to be a natural object. So, and what I mean by that was it sped up at one point where it was estimated to reach here late December, maybe early next year. All of a sudden, when it got into our solar system, it just started picking up speed. So they had to readjust the time frame on that, and so now they're saying it's going to be, like I said, late November, very early December. So that's crazy. Then they said that it, yeah, I'm trying to remember all the stuff that is making people believe that it's more than just a natural object. I guess they're seeing different types of colors coming from it now. That wasn't there before, and it wasn't consistent for what a natural comet would be. Different blues and such, I believe. So that's very strange. So do me a favor, if you believe in aliens, hit the like button. That'd be awesome. If there's more people than me that believes in aliens and what might be out there. So, in the process of being in our solar system, morning, how you doing? In the process of being in our solar systems, it picked up speed. The 3-1 Atlas. I want to keep referring it to AI Atlas for some reason. Maybe that's what they're using, right, to make it look more like an alien craft than what it really is. It's a rainy day here, so sorry about the wipers once in a while. Also, it kind of changed path a little bit. It was supposed to be a little closer to Mars. I guess the latest trajectory of it is putting it closer to Earth. Now you have to wonder, did it decide that it was going to investigate our planet because it's picking up signals like from our radio stations and things like that? Or is it just coincidence? Now, of course, there's all kinds of little things going on, like people are saying that little probes are falling off it and such. That had came out to be AI generated stuff, which, you know, we have to really be careful about nowadays, is what's real and what's artificially intelligent made. So though there is latest talk that NASA has came out and said that they've been talking to it, which is kind of crazy if that's the case. And they say that they're actually communicating with this object, and that they're being told that they're not here to cause us harm, but to come pick up what is known as the star children or the seed children, which, like I said, is kind of weird that NASA's coming out with this statement, which I will be honest with you, I have not dug in deeper than a quick Google search on that, but NASA has been coming out with some pretty weird stuff lately with UFOs and extra parallel universes and such. So if you believe in aliens or not, drop a comment on I believe or I don't believe and let me know. So later I might do another topic. But anyways, so yeah, parallel universes and such. NASA's been coming out with all that kind of things lately. So do you think they're getting us prepared for our new alien overlords to be here? Or do you think it's just them finally just coming out with the truth? I mean, should we really be getting ready for like an alien takeover? Or and no, I'm not telling nobody to panic. That's me just having a little fun over the situation. The weird thing is I believe it was late 70s, very early 80s. They came out with, some of you guys are young enough to remember, or old enough to remember. Some of you guys might not have ever heard this before, but back in the late 70s, early 80s, when they were listening to the radio telescopes, we got a quick signal coming from space that was pretty strong. They were able to pinpoint the general directions that it was coming from, and I believe the person wrote "wow" on the printout of it because it amazed them so much that it was this very strong signal from space. Well, from my understanding, the direction that this meteor is coming from, this 3-1 Atlas, is the same direction that they got the signal from back then. And the mathematical equations that people are putting out there would be about the time that that object would have been in that general area and such. So is this something coming and that put out that signal back all those decades ago? Or is that just reaching out and trying to connect the dots and make 1 + 1 = 4? It is very interesting, though, that it is coming from the direction that we gotten a signal from before, at least in my opinion. So it went from like a 0.4%, and I'm just making up the last number, 0 point some number percent, that it's alien in nature. Last time I knew, it's like above 8% possibility that it's not a natural object, that it's something possibly more alien in nature. So my question is, were they aware of this thing before they started putting it out there? And that's why they're starting to release all these documents about UFOs being real and such like that, to prep us to see this thing. Because I'm getting major Independence Day vibe from this thing. I mean, to me, it's the more I watch and check stuff out and listen to other YouTubers like Casper Site and such talk about this thing, the more I feel like we're on the verge of seeing some Independence Day stuff going on. I don't know if you guys remember that movie with Will Smith, where all of a sudden these ships come into the Earth's atmosphere, and and maybe that's why they're pushing these AI video capabilities, where people could produce cinematic video clips for people to say, "Oh no, that's not real. That's somebody using Sora 2 or VO3 or Grok to make these spaceships appear real." I mean, I'm very new at it, and I could probably make a realistic video about that. The good thing about Sora 2, though, is it's got a pretty big watermark on their videos, so it's less likely to be fake, or it's harder to fake a video with Sora 2 than like Grok. So we got that going for us. But so, you guys think we should be preparing for our new alien overlords, or do you think it's just a bunch of rubbish? Do you think it's naturally made? Feel free to leave a comment below, because enough people want to talk about this. I'll do a deeper dive into it, and I might lose service here in a second. I'm not turning off live stream. It's just where I'm at. This part of the road, I normally lose signal, but yeah, it's amazing though that they're doing so much information on this, because we've had they say it's urban legend and things like that, but there was another object in our skies that's supposedly been there forever, for a long time, and that was the Black Knight satellite, they call it. That's just kind of floating around in our skies that could be seen from time to time. Now, I don't know if that's urban legend or not, but they say they don't want to approach it, because if they do, then it might trigger some kind of defense mechanism in it. So maybe it's true, and whatever this 3-eye atlas is connected to that somehow. I'm just kind of spitballing things out here, but that'd be I guess to me that wouldn't be surprising. I don't know if you guys ever don't text and drive. That's because I'm not texting, my friend. I'm just speaking out into the trees here, hoping not to hit Bigfoot. I mean, you guys wouldn't mind if I hit Bigfoot, because, well, then you guys would probably call it an AI fake. Right? Or, since we're talking about aliens this time, why not? Hopefully I don't run over an alien, right? Start some kind of world dispute, invaded by aliens because I ran one over. That would be bad. But yeah, I mean, should we be preparing for this? Should we be worried or not? Personally, I'm not. I mean, what are we gonna do? Even let's play worst case scenario here, and it's truly, you know what I mean? I other than keeping myself alive, I don't know what to do on a personal level. Well, me and my family. Hopefully the government's planning appropriately, right? Uh, that NASA has been talking to this object through CERN, that they were able to open up a direct connection somehow through that. I guess that's possible. Smarter people than I would know how that would be done. I would really think it'd be more of a direct radio signal like we do with Voyager 1 and such, and other objects like that, where we send it directly in a radio microwave transmission, as opposed to trying to do portals and such. But hey, I don't know, I never dealt with a portal before, so maybe that is the best direct line of communications with aliens. I don't have, like I said, I don't think personally it's alien. It's fun to tease, and it's fun to imagine and come up with what ifs, but in reality it's just a natural object that's reacting to the environment that's around it. Go on. How you doing, Jonathan from Crossover Paranormal? I hope you're doing well. Always great to have you pop in, and as well as everybody else. Don't think I'm just singling Jonathan out here, but if you get a chance, he always puts out great. I hope you guys are enjoying this topic, and if not, at least the scenery. It's a beautiful day here. A little rainy, but it's pretty nice this time of year, with the leaves changing color, falling. It's a cool 48 degrees. So I hope, if me babbling is boring you, that at least the scenery is keeping you entertained. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want more drives like this or not. I don't mind doing these. I just feel that I need to have a topic before I do. So that way you guys at least could have something to talk to me about, other than yelling at me for driving and doing this. But I think that's about all I have left on this conversation. So instead of me dragging this video out and trying to get more time, which is a waste of your time, I just ask that since you made it this far, you'll do me a favor and hit the like button. And that way, because I'm trying to get my at least 3,000 watch hours, so I can start being monetized. This channel is over 10 years old. I think it's past due. So anyways, if you could do that, that'd be awesome. As always, look out for the gray in those hills. No doubt. The nice thing about living here is I'll lay in bed at night with my window open, and I listen to the coyotes howling in the hills. It's a little bit eerie, but it's just a wonderful sound. I hear the water flowing from the Allegheny River. It's, but there's a lot of phenomenon in these hills. The Allegheny Forest, there's a lot that go on. Maybe I'll try to come up with some of those and do another video like this, talking, and give some of the local legends, like the squonk, and things like that, stairs in the forest, and things like that. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. If I could end this video.